When it comes to glamour, there's one thing you can do which is so easy but makes such a difference. So today we are going to speak about perfume. I'm Mia from The Feminine Secret, the place for glamour and femininity. This video was a request from Casey Bennett. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much for the idea. It's just a perfect topic for this channel. And if you have more requests, please comment them down below. I'm very excited to read them. So today we are going to speak about the art of perfume and everything about the topic of perfume. So what fragrance to choose, how to apply it, where to store your perfume. This will be your little guide to the world of perfume. When we speak about the topic how to apply a perfume correctly, we first need to speak about the difference of categories of perfumes. So we have, for example, the eau de toilette, which only contains around 5 to 15% of scent. So it's a very light version of a perfume, which means you can apply a little bit more of the eau de toilette. And then we have the eau de parfum, which contains 10 to 20% of the scent. Use it sparingly. About the how to apply it. In my opinion, less is more. You always apply perfumes on your pulse points. So for example, your neck or your wrists, behind your knees. Always where your skin is the thinnest and you have the warmest in here. So the perfume will spread nicely and it will of course change through your own body heat. Of course it also will last longer. Culture has a huge role when using perfume. For example, in Europe we use perfume very sparingly. So you might only smell the perfume of a person when you come closer and you give a cheek kiss to say hello. Otherwise, it's not really common or not really a good sign to smell somebody because you don't want to be overpowering with smell. A little anecdote of mine, I was invited to a gathering. I don't remember what it was exactly. I think it was a birthday, but it was a group of Middle Easterns. And Middle Eastern cultures tend to apply perfume more. So I was stepping in the room and it was just a mix of all these scents of all people. So, I mean, sure, if this is your culture, apply a bit more perfume, but for example, if you're in Europe, I would apply it a little bit more sparingly, even if you have an eau de toilette, the weaker version of perfumes. So really be mindful. You don't want to bother anybody with your scent because, let's be honest, your scent might not be for everyone, and don't be that person who comes into your room and everybody knows that you're in because you smell. Because not everybody will like your smell, let's be honest. So be mindful about that. So how to apply it? We spoke about the pulse points, about your neck and your wrist. A no-go when applying perfume is to rub it. Let's, for example, you would spray it on your wrist. You would never ever rub your hands. Never, don't do that, because you are actually destroying the molecules. You can gently tap it, but what I like to do, because sometimes it's even too much if you spray your neck and your wrists at the same time, because you will add 2 pumps. So what I would do is, and I haven't seen anybody around YouTube doing that, so I would gently place my wrist close to my neck and I would spray it. I would never spray it too close. I would also go a little bit further so the molecule and the scent really can breathe a little bit until it sets on your skin. So this is a nice trick to really get the best of your scent. Also in summer when I'm wearing a skirt, I would spray something behind my knee. This is also a good pulse point and it gives you a nice balance. So you have your wrist and your neck and your knee. I often hear the advice to spray perfume on your hair, and I wouldn't do that because the alcohol would attack your hair, so your hair would lose its shine and would get more dry with the alcohol. So I wouldn't advise to do that. Plus, your skin absorbs the perfume differently. So while applying perfume to your hair, your scent might change. Would be very cautious with that. And of course you will lose your pretty shine in your hair. So I would definitely recommend to avoid alcohol in a hair product. I know it's not always possible, but you can at least try. And I will do a separate video about how to get long and shiny hair, but it's not ready yet. So I will link it somewhere in here when it's online and ready. How to store your perfume. So we want our perfumes to last a really long time and not change in scent. So the important thing is to store it in darkness and away from heat. I know packagings are very pretty of perfume, but from your more expensive perfume or your favorite perfume, I would throw them somewhere in a drawer where they are not in direct sunlight, so they really last longer and the perfume is more protected from the sun. And so you can enjoy your perfume for a long time. How to choose the right perfume for you. So this is a little bit of an art. There's no right or wrong, but have in mind, every perfume smells a little bit different on another person. So maybe your friend has an amazing perfume and you might try it, but it doesn't smell good on you. That happens from time to time because of your own scent and your own skin. Because of the scent of your own skin, every perfume might smell a little bit different. So take time when choosing the right perfume. Go to a store, apply one, leave it on for the whole day, and then decide if it's a good fit or not. Really take your time. I wouldn't test many perfumes at once, because after 3 or 5 scents your perception of a perfume might be too overpowering and you won't smell the perfume correctly. So really take your time with it. It can take months or weeks, but I would also ask for samples. So some stores give you little samples so you can try them out one day. Sometimes when you apply a perfume it will change after a few hours, so you really need to test them for the whole day. Take your time with it and see if you like it. I once had the incidents that I really fell in love with one perfume I smelled on a friend of mine and I applied it. It was okay, but after a few hours I just couldn't smell it anymore because it just wasn't a good fit for me. How to make your perfume last longer. Perfume lasts longer when your skin is nicely moistured. So I sometimes apply a cream before, but be careful that the cream doesn't have any scent, because then the scents will just mix and it's not good. It's not good. For example, I have these matte series. They're super affordable. They costed around 2 or 3 euros. It has like no perfume and no parabens and everything, so it's a very good alternative. So sometimes you can apply this one. Really be careful with the scents, so don't mix too much. What about traveling? And what if you want to reapply your perfume? Let's say you go out in the morning and you don't come back until the evening. Do you really want to carry the whole huge bottle of perfume with you all the time? I'm not the kind of person who does that, because I mean, it's too delicate to just throw them in your purse. So a good alternative to carry around your precious perfume is to get these little bottles. You can just easily refill it and just throw them in your handbag, and they're like super tiny, super cute. They come in a set of 2. I got them from Amazon. They were really cheap. I don't remember the exact price, but they were very cheap. I will also link them down in the description box if you want to get them. When you found the one, when you found the one perfume you really adore, a little tip is also to stick with similar perfumes. So for example, if you prefer fresh perfumes, you would also have a look on other fresh perfumes which are on the market. Or if you adore florally perfumes or stronger perfumes, you would also stick with similar perfumes. I think that this is the most safer option. If you want to switch from perfume 1 to perfume B, go ahead and do that. Have some fun with it. But I prefer to stick with my niche of perfumes, and I love very fresh and light perfumes, which just remind me of a fresh, nice summer day with the evening, which is not overpowering. If you like the same similar perfumes, I will share my perfume secrets with you. So my one and only love is Laura Biagiotti, Laura. It's a very, very fresh, it's just, I love this perfume. I especially adore this perfume in summer, but to be honest, I also use it in winter or autumn or spring. But for winter, I also love the Lacoste perfume. This is a bit more stronger than the Laura Biagiotti perfume, but it's also in the niche of fresh and airy perfumes. Then I have another one which is called Fresh Woman by Max. This is also a very light perfume, a very fresh. It doesn't really last that long, but it's a very small bottle, so you can also put it in your handbag or reapply it in a day. But it's also very, very nice and fresh. I especially love this one for holidays. So if you're also looking for fresh perfumes, I will link the name and the links down below. And of course I will also link the little perfume bottles down below. Do you have a favorite perfume? Please comment down below. I'm very, very excited to read it. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. And if you want to learn more about the topic of glamour and elegance, I have a whole playlist. I will link it somewhere in here. Bottles. You can also love the Lacoste perfume. Does it have another name? No, I think it's just... I love it, especially... Okay, no. But stay chic and thank you so much for watching. Bye! If you like this video, subscribe for more glamour